Hello 4K. Our story today is called Blizzard. Does anybody know what a blizzard is? If you do, you should share with your parents. A blizzard is when the snow is coming down a lot and really fast and we get so much snow. Usually we have snow days when there's a blizzard. It goes, one day when I was a young boy, nearly 4 feet of snow fell from the sky. This is my story. Do you see how the snow eventually covered up his face? The first snowflake fell right before recess. It was followed by many, many more. The wind whipped up and the school closed early. By the time my sister and I got home, the snow was already over our boots. The snow continued to fall through the night, and I thought it would never stop. Look how high that snow is. It reached all the way up to the stop sign. The next morning, the snowdrifts were so high we couldn't open our front door. So we went out of the window instead. We laughed as we sank deep into the frozen powder. But walking was hard. It was like trying to move through white quicksand. Every few steps I had to stop and rest. It was even too deep for our sled. This little boy is saying, "We need sled dogs." When we went back inside, we were cold, wet, and tired. We made camp by the wood stove, and our feet tingled as we sipped hot cocoa made with milk. On the third day, Dad shoveled the driveway so he could get the car out where the snowplows had come. We dug tunnels and secret rooms under the snow. Look at that. That looks super fun. By day 4, the plows still hadn't come. I wondered if we ever see our grass again. Look what day of the week it is on here. What does that say? Oh, Miss Jessica can't get it to focus. It says Thursday. That's what day it is today. Inside, things got tense as our food started to run out. I knew we couldn't survive much longer on cocoa meat we made with water. We need to get to the store, but the roads aren't plowed and we certainly can't walk through this. On day 5, I realized it was up to me to take action. I was the only one who had memorized the survival guide. I was the only one who knew what equipment was required. Ooh, what do you think he's going to do with this little racket? Do you see what he's doing? He's making some snowshoes. I was the only one light enough to walk on top of the snow. On day 6, I made a list, and I prepared the sled. And then I set off. My usual landmarks were covered with snowdrifts, but I managed to check in with the neighbors all in my long journey. Ooh, they're all telling him what they could use. So this neighbor said he needs some candles. This neighbor needs some cat food. This one needs some coffee and some peanut butter. Oh, he's checking in with all of his neighbors in the neighborhood and making his grocery list. At last, I had reached the store. I was tired, hungry, and cold to the bone, but I couldn't think about myself. I was on a mission. The grocery store guy is saying, "Are you going to carry this all by yourself?" "Yes, sir. I have my sled." On the return trip, I raced to drop off the groceries before the sun went down. Grateful smiles and cheers gave me the energy I needed to make it back home. That night, we all had hot cocoa made with milk, and it had never tasted better. But there was something else we still needed. Snow plows! It looked as if though we could see civilization again. Look at, they're all getting plowed out of their houses so they can drive their cars. This friend right here is having a really good time going sledding down the banks that the snowplow made. We had survived the blizzard. The end.